thanks for joining us. I know that you guys are probably like, Kim, there are so many trainings and videos right now. I don't know what are you doing with us. So this, guys, is I want to, wait, let me make sure that this is in the middle. I want to introduce to you guys Franco, Chromeboss. He's super successful with his Chrome extension. He's done $80,000 with it, and we are gonna do a chill interview. We're gonna demo his Chrome extension, and we're gonna open this session for you guys to ask me any questions and Franco any questions about Chromeboss, about Chrome extensions, all the things. So hey, Todd. Hey, thanks for joining. Oh, maybe I should. Oh, while you talk, I'll do a bot blast because I didn't do that.
No problem.
But so okay. So while I'm gonna set that up. So while that happens, I want to now let's have the people in this group get to know you, Franco, and how did we meet, and what was your journey from agency owner, who you still are, you're still an agency owner, to exploding your income and your influence with something like a Chrome extension. I'm gonna have you take over, kind of like be the person.
Oh, you don't have to. Oh my gosh. You don't have to do that, Kim, if you come back. But if you need to, that's totally fine. But what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for jumping onto this. And yeah, so a little bit about me. I first met Kim when we were at Tribe of Buyers Live back in October of last year. And I was on there specifically for my coaching program to help agency owners scale to $30,000 a month or more with their digital marketing agency. So I was sitting there, I was on the sponsor panel, and both Kim and I were both on that sponsor panel speaking in front of this audience, like 200 people or something like that. And I started to hear her talking about Chrome extensions. And so I looked over at her and I was like, wait a second, like, so are you behind, these particular Chrome extensions? And she's like, okay, cool. Like let's keep it down. Right. And then as soon as that sponsor panel ended, then I went over to her booth, and then we started to talk and stuff like that. And I was like, look, this sounds great. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would be like awesome, but I didn't have an idea of what to do. Right. She's like, well, why don't you just book a time with me, book a call with me, and we'll just like talk about, we'll help you get an idea for your Chrome extension. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me just go ahead and book the call. Right. And then so I did that, and then over the next week after that event, I got to jump on a call with Kim, and she started to talk to me a little bit about the possibility of the ideas and what's possible with Chrome extensions, which really got me excited, right? And all I really needed for her to tell me was that it was possible. And at that moment, that's whenever I started to hit the ground running and just off to the races. So she told me, like, I said, look, this is how I build my businesses, and this is how I teach my students to build their businesses. It's all organic marketing, okay? This is all utilizing your Facebook profile and Facebook groups to find your dream clients and to start conversations with them so that we can actually help you get clients right off of Facebook. And we used to do that process very manually, very tediously. It's very laborious and very time consuming. And there was a whole bunch of issues that came along with doing that process manually. You make a lot of money, but it's so time consuming. So what I ended up doing was just asking a few questions, like, is this possible? Like, what if I could do this? Because this is what I do. And I kind of shared my screen and just say, like, this is literally what I do. And this is my step-by-step blueprint to getting to 6 figures or 7 figures with the digital marketing agency, right? But I quickly realized that a lot of different, online entrepreneurs or organic marketers utilize the same exact system, right? To get clients right off of Facebook. So I said, is it possible to find your dream clients off of Facebook automatically? Is it possible then to send them an automated welcome message with their first name, a customized template, so that it appears personal, right? Is that possible? And she's like, yeah, that's possible. You can definitely do that. There's so many different things you can do with the Chrome extension. I was like, oh my gosh. And then she started to get my wheels turning. And then from there, I was super excited and I hit the ground running. I ended up buying Chromeboss, the course that Kim sells. And I jumped into it. And then I started to, I just got super excited and started to like find, developers and everything like that. And finally I went after developer after developer after developer, and they said, like, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. And then finally somebody said, yes, they could. Right. And at that point I was like, wait a second, like, are you just trying to like take money from me, like, you know what I mean? Like, but luckily, so I go into Chromeboss again and I see like, you know, how to negotiate, how to speak with developers and everything like that, right? And then so I started to utilize some of that stuff, and then from there, I was like, okay, you know, this is possible and it's really awesome. And, you know, this guy, you know, gave me the prototype, and the prototype was better than anything else out there on the market in the world, I'd say. And it made it just possible for me. So then when that happened, I literally was driving home and I was like jittery. I was like my fingers and my hands like just on the steering wheel. I was like, oh my gosh, it literally just hit a gold mine. This is going to be incredible. And I wasn't even thinking about putting it publicly. This was for me. This was for my business, my coaching program, to kind of give me like an extreme competitive advantage over everybody, right? So so that's what happened. And then it started to be so good. It started to work so well for me. So then I actually finally opened it up to the public, and now other people can leverage what I had this secret weapon for like months. So yeah, that's kind of how I got to where I'm at now. Yeah.
Am I back? I'm back.
You're
right?
back. You're back. You're back.
Okay. So yeah, what I feel like what I know in the Chromeboss world is that people can take their idea, solve their own problems, and then package it, and then let other people get the benefit of having that problem solved, while at the same time increasing your own income and influence. And for you, income is good. You know, you're the owner of your own agency. What this does is unlock more income, but also it let you like solve a lot of your own problems, and it increase your own influence, because then I start seeing you in all these other circles, versus before I felt like, you know, your world is agency world, but now your world could be
100%.
almost anyone, right? Like anyone on Facebook who needs to save time with their own trying to get clients on Facebook.
Oh my gosh, it like turbocharged, right? Like whenever I had like, I mean, it turbocharged everything we were doing manually, and it just made it into an automated process with the Chrome extension. So the coaching side, the agency side of the business grew just because we were using it. And then when we unleashed it to the public, then we had so many people, and it kind of blew up. And the reason why it blew up was because I solved a real problem, right? It's not something like, you know, I came up with the idea or this would be useful or something like that. It's like a real problem that I was experiencing. And I was like, is it possible to kind of automate this? You told me, yes, it was. And then found the developer said, yes, I can. And then from there, I was like, okay, awesome. So then when we released it to the public, everybody, you know, kind of freaked out about it. And then we got to go on these virtual tours and interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's crazy about your story, Franco, is I thought your Chrome extension was already public on the internet, not public, on the Chrome Web Store. And I didn't realize you were selling like just the zip files for a long
time. For a long time.
Hey, Daveen. Hey, Todd. Hey, guys. Hey, Zaid. I know you guys, this is like impromptu, like just telling you guys, hey, we're going live. So thank you for joining us today, and also ask questions. I know you guys are so tired of me, because right before this, they were on with me for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of just live. So I think some of them were a little bit tired. But with that said, I just so you guys know that you can start making income with just a zip file, and Franco is one of the best examples of it. Actually, Franco, when people heard of your Chrome extension, they didn't even think it was a Chrome extension. They thought that it was like some amazing next level software. And that was like, it is software, but they didn't even connect that it started as a Chrome extension.
I had to explain it.
Yeah, like you have to tell them, hey, this is a Chrome extension. So they automatically, you're seen as the CEO of this really top-notch software right away.
Yeah, no, you know, it's crazy. Like I was like blown away. I actually got like, hey, you know, you get emails, right? And then the emails, it's like, hey, how much does white labeling cost, or what would you, or can I buy it? Can I buy Pepper? You know what I mean? Can I buy your software, right? Like you know what I mean? Like I get an offer, you know what I mean? To like buy the company, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait on that until Facebook, you know, reaches out. So, so it's really cool, man. It was really cool. It was really, really cool.
And just so you guys know, hey Devine, oh, what's it called? We're gonna demo it in a bit, and I'm gonna drop my link because he's my successful Chromeboss client, and it's like a full circle with me helping him out, and we're helping each other out. So he actually has an affiliate program for it, and we're gonna demo it in just a bit.
It's an amazing affiliate program. Yeah.
It is a really, really good affiliate program. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So what was it? Oh man, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say, oh man, never mind. I just totally lost it. So without further ado, let's go demo your extension. And you guys, the way that we demo is I'm gonna ask questions as if I'm a newbie. That works really well, and then we'll go through all the things because you have so many features, and I'm really excited about the newest feature that you have. All right.
Yeah, so it works a little bit differently than you saw last time, which is really, really awesome. However, we are always updating it. We're always getting like new feature requests and everything like that. So like we are going to make it the best, like automation, organic Facebook marketing like tool on the planet. Okay, so I'm constantly investing money into it, and it's gonna be it's top notch, world class experience if you become a customer for sure. So yeah, I can happily walk people through it.
All right, go ahead.
Me share my screen?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let me know if you can see. Yep, perfect. Okay, awesome. So again, Chrome extension, right? And it lives right here on your browser. Everybody knows that, okay? But this is Pepper. Meet Pepper, okay?
So can you increase your browser font by pressing Control+, or somehow increase it? Yeah. Okay,
cool. So there we go. And then we have Pepper right here, okay? So there's Pepper works in multiple different ways, and inside of your Messenger and inside of Facebook. I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me, because sometimes when I can't see my screen, like I think this happens on Be Live, that like the audio drops. Can you?
No, I can hear.
Okay, perfect, awesome. So essentially, she'll work on two different things, right? So inside of your Facebook and then in your Messenger as well. Okay, so if we go into Messenger, okay, I'll open those two things up, and we're going to go feature by feature and kind of like walk through the whole process. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is whenever you get Pepper, okay, you want to go into the settings to set it.
What the heck is Pepper? Okay, let's go back. What is Pepper? Why do people would even consider what Pepper is?
Like where's Pepper born? That's a great question. So what does she look like, right? So I made this character off of Pepper Potts from Iron Man, right? So Pepper is literally the world's best executive assistant, or I call her a cyber assistant, right? Because the entire process that I had to go through manually and tediously, going through and doing organic marketing on Facebook was super laborious. I had actually my executive assistant, Liz, jump in there and kind of do this process, and it was still taking up so much of her time. So when I automated it, I was like, okay, this is going to be no human error, no user error, no anything like that. Like Pepper's going to do her job. She's going to be the world's greatest, cyber assistant, right? So that's where the name and the caricature of Pepper came from, right? So that's what it does, and it just automates Facebook organic marketing, and we'll see here in a second how. Okay, so here in settings, right? So you click on this and you go into settings. This is going to open up a new the dashboard for you. Okay, and over here we have 3 different tabs. Okay, so in the messages tab, you want to create a customized template that is going to send out a welcome message to anyone who accepts your friend request. Okay, now the concept is that Pepper is going to find inside of Facebook your dream clients. Okay, so if you go into, let's just go ClickFunnels, for instance. Okay, we go to ClickFunnels, and then if you click on the members area, inside of this group, there's a lot of funnel hackers. Okay, there's a lot of business owners, there's a lot of entrepreneurs and stuff like that, right? So inside of this, Facebook gives you this little snippet of information from the members that are in this group. Okay, and so Elaine, right, for instance, he works at cryptocurrency investing. Okay, so if I'm a day trader, okay, and I help people invest their money in the stock market and cryptocurrency, and I manage people's money, I would want to connect with this guy. right? So some of the keywords that I would use would be cryptocurrency or investing or stocks or options or trading or day trading or things like that, right? And Pepper, based off of those keywords, will automatically send him a friend request on our behalf. Okay. And so on and so forth. All right. But because I'm an agency owner, I might type in keywords like coach or course creator. Because I'm a coach for agency owners, I'm going to type in words like marketing and media and digital and, strategist and lead gen and different things like that. Right. So based off of the keywords that people self-identify with in this little snippet would be what Pepper goes off of to send them a friend request. Okay. So she's going to skip over people who are not your dream clients and only add friends that are your dream clients. Okay. So that's how it works. But we have to set this up in the back end. All right. So if I click on edit here, you'll see these are the keywords that I'm using. Okay, because I want to attract agency owners. I want to find agency owners. So I would go into a Facebook group where agency owners actually live, right? And ClickFunnels may not be the best group for that. I mean, it is still a really good group for that, but I might go to a very niche specific Facebook group like digital agency owners, right? And I know that everybody inside of that group are or are closely related to digital marketing agencies, right? So I would type in these keywords here, and then the content. This is the message that Pepper is going to send out automatically whenever someone accepts your friend request. Okay, so I'll just leave it there for right now. Do you have any questions? You're on mute, by the way, Kim.
Oh, so you guys, so do you right now organically get clients from Facebook? And if so, what Facebook group are your ideal clients located? Let me know in the comments right now. This interview will be interactive with you guys. So while he's going this, I want you to put yourself in the seat of a user and check out what keywords you would automate in terms of finding your ideal avatar, your ideal market, your ideal person on Facebook to be part of your world. Let me know in the comments. Well, go ahead.
Okay, 100%. So if there's no questions, and if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments, right? So no questions up to now. You want to set in the keywords that you think that you're going to find your dream clients off of, how they self-identify with, and then you're going to type in your welcome message. So we use this. This is the short code, okay? That's going to have their first name, okay? So it's going to say, hey, first name. So hey, Karen. Hey, John. Hey, James. I saw we're in a few different marketing groups together. Do you have an agency? That's the first question that I'm going to ask because I want a response, right? So over here, that's what I set up. And then if you click on this section over here, it's just quickly going to show you at a glance the keywords that you have. You can click on copy keywords. Okay. So now it's on your clipboard. Let's go back into the group. So we're here in the group in the member section. Okay. And it works in both, the regular member section or members with things in common. It'll work here as well. Okay. If you click on see more, it'll bring you to a new section inside of the members list. Okay. But let's just for all intents and purposes, just go into the members list. Okay. So then you click on Pepper and then you're going to paste the keywords right here. Okay. And then you're going to put your friend request interval. Okay. Right. And then you're going to put your friend request interval. And this is how quickly you want her to send a friend request to your prospects. Okay. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that we have a limit towards how many requests you can send out in any given day to make sure that Facebook doesn't, shut you down or block you or anything like that. Okay. So let's just keep it like at 1, for instance. Okay. And this is really cool because this is a brand new version of Pepper, and it makes everything so much faster in a way that doesn't get you in trouble. Okay. So let's say number of requests. Let's just do it for this, like 10 for this demo purposes. Okay. And I'm going to put all of my keywords in there, and then I'm going to click send friend request. And then she's going to automatically refresh her page and start doing her work. Okay. You'll see her appear at the bottom left-hand corner here. And if you glance over, you'll see that she's actually going to go through and, you can see like right here. So I added Muhammad because his keyword was founder. Okay. So now she'll have to wait a minute before she can add the next friend request. That was a bad example because now it's but so over here, if I click stop, right, she'll go ahead and we can restart the process, and I'll click on let's just do 10 seconds for this, right? Click send friend request and automatically start the process all over again and find the last person that she just sent a friend request out to, or last person she scanned, and then she'll go ahead and start that process all over again, right? So there you go. And then she's going to go through and she's quickly going through and checking everybody to make sure that it matches a keyword. And then waiting 10 seconds whenever she sends out that friend request. So now she has to wait 10 seconds before she can send out the next friend request. Okay. So that's pretty much what she does here on this end. Okay. And then she can go ahead and, again, the keyword matches works. And the reason why I want people, like works is because I help people break free from their jobs and start up a digital marketing agency. Okay. So, and this one is lead. And so, that's somebody like lead gen or something like that, right? Lead specialist, things like that. Okay. And she's going to continue on with the whole process of, finding these people. Okay. So ClickFunnels is a really good group to do this in because I knew that these keywords were going to be, really useful in that particular group. Okay. But because I have those things, but if you wanted to go into a different group, it might take a little bit longer to actually, send out those friend requests depending on your keyword because she's searching for them. Okay.
Yeah. And Trevor, just to, sorry, interrupt you a little bit, Trevor. Yes, I get clients who are ad agencies since I worked at Facebook. I'm doing a Facebook policy expert. I am a Facebook policy expert who help agencies decode why ad is disapproved and what to do when Facebook stops responding. So my keywords would be disapproved Facebook ad, or why has Facebook stopped replying, or Facebook ad policy question. But that's not really it's going for the keywords in the title, right? The title of that person, or is it for anything?
No. It is the bio of the individual that would be utilizing your service. So in your case, if you get clients who are ad agencies, then you want to use those keywords that I use, right? Which is like marketing, media, digital, agency, different things like that, right? Because it'll say CEO at, make money marketing, right? And then you would say, okay, I want CEOs, I want founders, or partner at Make Money Marketing, or I want marketing in there, right? Or I want sales or a lead gen specialist or digital marketing specialist, right? And so I might have specialists in there, right? Because these are ad agencies, right? Media buyers, right? Or buyers, right? Those would be keywords because that's how people are going to self-identify as, right? Exactly. Agency owner, 100%. Okay.
Yeah, Pepper says agency owner. So this is not the only feature of Pepper. Another feature that I'm really excited to see for you guys to see is that who here feels like Messenger is a mess and that it's really hard to kind of organize how Messenger is. Whenever you think about what to say, you have to go to another place and copy and paste over a message. Let me know if that's what you currently do. Say yes in the comments if that's what you currently do. If Messenger is a mess right now for you, let me know right now. And the next feature that we're going to show that Franco has is really exciting. I want to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Pepper works in messenger.com as well, right? So over here, you can see on the left-hand side, we have all of these tags, right? So all of I could scroll forever and these tags would appear there, right? So if you click on this, I've actually turned Messenger into a CRM. Okay, so it's literally going to show you all of the different tags that I have. So all these different contexts. So in new friends, for instance, the goal is to track your sales pipeline, right? So when Pepper sends out the welcome message on your behalf, she becomes, whoever she sent out a welcome message to is a new friend. Okay, when she answers, when that person that I'm speaking to answers the conversation, now I am, continuing that conversation. And if she tells me that she's an agency owner, or she tells me she's interested in coaching, right, then I will transfer them over into initial leads, right? And I can follow up these people here, right? And then, if we actually get in the conversation, get them to, we sent them our calendar link, well, then we're going to move people over into here, right? When they book the call, then we're going to move people over here, right? When they put a deposit down, we're going to move them over here, right? So we can follow up with these people every single day, right? And so we never lose a sale or anything inside of Messenger because we know where everybody is, okay? So I can search for people, right? I can search for, Kim Dang. Okay, and so here she is, VIP, in my VIP section. Okay, so if I click on chat, it'll bring up our conversation with Kim. Okay, so
nice.
Yeah. So it'll bring up conversation with us, right? And then now we can, continue that conversation, and I can easily follow up with them, right? Without having to search anywhere or anything like that. I just say, okay, cool. Like the people in my SMA mastery program, right? If I wanted to talk to this guy, I would reach out to him, and it would automatically, bring up that conversation. Okay. And I don't want to like, these are some sensitive conversations, but what should I do? I want to go to Kim.
You can also do canned responses, right? Like you can
and that's the beautiful thing. Exactly. We can do canned responses as well. And these are beautiful because now it's like going, because you still need a pilot for Pepper, right? You still need somebody to operate Pepper, but it's like going from the horse and carriage, right, to like a freaking jet plane. Okay. Like that's what the difference is. So for me, what we used to do is we would have all these sticky notes all over our desktop. Okay. That we would have to copy and paste and copy and paste. If I wanted to connect with Kim, all I would do is like this. And I have my entire like messenger framework in here I know how to get a perfect stranger from hi to give me your calendar link and let's get on a call together. I know how to do that process. I've refined that process over the 4 years. Okay. So I have it all inside of here in my messenger framework. Right. And all I want to do is look, Pepper, if I want to sell Pepper, I would ask, how are you getting your clients? Are you using Facebook by chance? And then Kim responds, yeah, sure. I am actually. Like, how do you get your clients? Whatever the case is. Right. And then I might answer her and I'll say, sweet. Yeah, I get all of my clients off of Facebook. It's really easy, pretty sweet. All I do is post in a few Facebook groups, lead them to my profile, post some valuable content, slide into the DMs, which if all goes right, hopefully turns into a sales call. Do you do anything like that? And then boom, you know what I mean? And all I have to do, and now I can edit it too, right? And I can say, hey, Kim. And I can say, hey, Kim. Anyway, the reason I was reaching out is this. It seems like you're getting your clients off of Facebook like I do. Doing this, right? That's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? Is that right? Okay, cool. Blah, blah, blah. And then I can have like, want me to tell you what she does? And I can say, oh, look, well, essentially she goes into Facebook groups, automatically sends friend requests to their ideal customer avatar based off of keywords on their profile. They self-identify as, and when they accept, she'll send them a welcome message from her profile with a message of your choice with their first name. So if you scroll up, hi, blank, I saw we're in a few different marketing groups together. Do you have an agency? And then I say, don't be mad. You know what I mean? So because I'm automating the process, right? So it's super easy. And this is really like just even what I just showed you right now is really valuable for our affiliates because they can make a full-time income literally using Pepper to go into Facebook groups and using this framework to sell people onto Pepper. You know what I mean? And that's why it's blowing up like so quickly and stuff like that, because our affiliates are crushing it using Pepper to sell Pepper, and they get 50%. Right, which is insane. So and yeah, so that's the canned responses feature, and you can even like send the pictures to, I believe, this.
I have a question. Do you provide those scripts as an add-on or as a way to help your current people? Messenger scripts that convert or something like that? I know that you have something like that, but I don't know exactly.
Yes, exactly. So our messenger framework, people typically pay us thousands of dollars to see what is on the inside behind these little tabs here, right? This one I'll happily give for free. but
because it sells Pepper.
Yeah, because it sells Pepper. But for everything else, it is, these are very like, this is the stuff that I had to like perfect over thousands of, or not thousands, over like the last 4 years. Okay. And so we've refined this process. So we actually do give it away for just the messenger framework alone and the video walkthrough of how we do it. It's $497, right? But we actually give it away as an upsell inside of the funnel for only $97. Okay. So if anybody wants it and wants to know, because I not only teach you what this stuff is, but I show you how to optimize it for your program and stuff like that. So they don't come filled out and everything like that. Like you would get, the templates, and you would create your own tags and your own templates and everything like that. Okay. So it's $97 if you wanted that, and that's an upsell in the funnel. Okay. But people have paid us thousands of dollars. Our coaching clients, our marketing agency clients, they pay us a lot of money to learn like these strategies and tactics. All right. So hopefully that answers your question. But the Pepper framework, I'd gladly give away. So yeah.
Awesome. And before you continue, I want to answer Trevor's question. So, like Franco is probably high, super high energy Chromeboss, super high energy, and he just have a Chrome extension that you can see the incredible capability of because it can be linked to. It is a CRM for Messenger, so it integrates with Messenger. At that level, that is on the higher end of the cost. I've seen like Margarita, her Chrome extension, what it does is it lets you bulk delete Facebook members, and that's as low as $150 for her to create that. And Franco is on like the higher end of the spectrum because Trevor's like, wow, that's a lot of features. I teach you guys to start simple with a few features. You can be low energy or you can be super high energy and just go for it like Franco does. So I want to ask you, Franco, what is that new feature that you have that you added as part of Pepper?
Okay, so the unfriend feature that you're talking about, that is in the works and it's going to be out here as well in terms of probably like next week or so, I'd say, is when we can expect the unfriend feature, and it unfriends people 3 different ways. So when you have people in your lost leads column, okay, when you have people in your lost leads column, anybody that you tag as a lost lead, you're going to be able to delete that entire people right off of your stuff. Okay, so that's one. The other way to unfriend people is off of the content inside of your Facebook profile. Okay, so you're going to be like, if people aren't engaging, it's going to delete people off of that. And then also it's going to be able to bulk delete the friends that Pepper initially sent out the friend request to. So it will identify whether Pepper sent out the friend request just because it's automated in keyword versus when you accepted a friend request or when you personally send out a friend request. Okay, because you want to make sure that you don't accidentally delete the wrong person. For instance, I have Russell Brunson on my friends list. I don't want this software to accidentally delete him. So we're going to be able to whitelist, certain people on your friends list that it'll just skip right over. So that's one feature. But the feature that I was talking and referring to was how quickly now she's going about sending out the Facebook friends that I showed you. It's different than the way that it used to be before. It moves a lot faster. Previously, it had to send out, it had to wait 10 seconds or like a minute or whatever the case is, just to scan, right?
Mhm.
And that was, like a problem and stuff like that, right? So we wanted to make it a little bit quicker while still remaining beneath the radar so that Facebook doesn't flag us or anything like that. So that's what, this new way to go about sending friend requests is awesome. The other thing is now, I don't know if you guys experienced this before, Pepper used to only work on the classic version. This is the classic version of Facebook, right? But
Yeah.
now, whenever you go to new Facebook and you can go to the beta version of Facebook, Pepper now is able to work inside of this new beta version of Facebook as well. So if I click on her right here, she can still go through, and now it actually works inside of the new beta version, which is insane. Okay. So if you guys happen to have the new beta version, you like it. I don't know why you would like it, to be honest with you, because I hate it, but it will actually work here. Okay. So just to show you that. All right.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah, really, really cool. Really cool. But I like the classic.
I know. I like the classic too. And I had to change my extension so that it could fit the new version as well,
Yeah.
which is not a big deal. It comes to show you that when Facebook made changes, you can adapt yourself to those changes.
Hmm.
It's just like a feature request. So with that said, I want to ask you, Franco, like when you went about this journey and you initially got into it, now you're telling me that you have like multi-million-dollar dreams for your software.
Oh yeah.
tell me like what was that change in your mentality from before when it's like, oh, maybe I could do it, to like now, like, holy shit, like this could be so much bigger, and you're telling me that you want Facebook to acquire you or something.
Kim. So my company, just so you're aware who you're talking to, my company is called Dream Big Media. Okay, so I have big dreams in every area of my life. Okay? Yeah,
I just got that right now.
yeah, that's the company name is Dream Big Media. So we have big dreams. We go hard here, right? So from the beginning, I was like, if I'm going to invest time and energy and stuff like that, like I know for some people, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we can create a Chrome extension. It's going to be $200 and stuff like that, or $1,000 or something. And it's going to net me $2,000 a month, right? An extra $3,000. That's a mortgage. That's a car payment. That's like bills. That's like everything, getting out of debt, all that stuff, whatever. It's a huge game changer for such a small investment. Okay. Because it's possible, right? For me, that doesn't make a difference really in my life and stuff like that. It doesn't take my time away, right? Pepper took a lot of my time away, and that's the only reason why, is because the juice was worth the squeeze, right? Like the dreams that I had for it. Now, when I realized that not only can I, as an agency owner, grow my business, and as a coach, grow my business using Pepper, I realized, holy crap, we can go into dealerships. We can go into like chiropractors and realtors and plumbers and HVAC companies and all these different people to use organic marketing to get their clients, right? And so when I made that switch in my mind, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm about to kill cold calling. I'm about to kill cold email. You know what I mean? I'm about to kill all these old methods. This is a brand new technology that is going to literally change prospecting as we know it. And so, and with the education side of things, and with Pepper and the tools and everything like that, and how well it works, it's literally going to change. It's the next level. It's the next generation of prospecting. Okay. So when I think of it that way, there is no way that this is not going to become a multi-million-dollar company.
I agree. Oh, the thing that I remembered that I blinked out was you said that people started hitting you up to buy your thing. And what I've discovered is when you're a Chromeboss and you have subscribers, then you can definitely exit off for like a big sum if that's what you want. I actually got hit up today. I don't know if it's from the same person, but that person was like, Kim, are you behind all of the people that are doing all these extensions? And I'm like, maybe a little bit. And they're like, oh, are you selling the white label version of all this stuff? I'm like, no, like I'm teaching them to have the ability for them to go out there and own their own software. And just so you guys know, Franco is not the first Chromeboss that created a CRM of a sort for Messenger. That idea has been around. Franco just took it and put it on steroids. Like dream big and made it huge. So like he was you're probably the third Chromeboss that went off with like a CRM for Messenger. And you're probably the most successful because you are fine being loud and you are so good at like applying what you know marketing with the Chrome extension. So if you know how to find people, how to attract people, and you have a Chrome extension, it's all of a sudden like,
yeah, it's really explosive.
You can change, like you said, the course of a type of way, you know, like a game changer for these people who before they're thinking, oh, I'll run Facebook ads. And then now you're like, wait a minute, I can bring the organic marketing world to. So you're essentially creating your own blue ocean. You're creating your own works.
It's really, really cool. It's really cool because like you mentioned about like the other messenger CRMs and stuff like that, because remember, I had a problem. Like this is getting out of control. I was setting up teamwork and like this project management software and literally taking the messenger URLs with individual people, having to create a card and then moving them manually around and then clicking on that card to open it up and then clicking on the link to get the new messenger. And that's a million tabs on your Facebook, right? And it's a horrific mess, okay? And things happen so fast inside of Messenger. So I was looking, I mean, I just wanted to fix. I wasn't trying to, create the comment. I just wanted, I wanted it to be fixed, right? I wanted this problem, you know what I mean? Like solved. And I found some of those things, like Chat Salo and My Messenger Pro and different, I don't know, there's messenger funnels, there's different things like that, right? But I tried them all and I paid a lot of money and I couldn't get them to work for me, right? Like it wasn't working. Like I spent literally 3 hours going through all of my leads on that teamwork using Chat Salo. I went through 3 hours going through all of my leads and then tagging them all inside of Chat Salo. And then when I clicked on their icon, everything got deleted. It just everything got deleted and just wasted 3 hours of my life. Okay. So for me, I was like, okay, I can't trust it, obviously. And especially if I want to get out of the setter position of my business, I had to go and find somebody else to fill that, but they can't trust it. So I was like, all right, I got to build it. And that's kind of like how, like, you know, it happened. So, but yeah, 100%.
And you're charging at the same level as someone who runs $100 million company like Russell Brunson. He charges $97, $297, and just overnight I don't know if you're doing $100 million a month, but like, you know, overnight you can charge the same level of software as like full people who already have software for a very long time and it exists for many, many years. You can suddenly be in that position where you're charging those prices. And I want to ask you as well, like, why didn't you charge less? Why didn't you have that, oh, maybe I'll do $10 a month? Why you came off the bat like with, I'm going to charge the same thing as Russell Brunson kind of thing?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's good.
Well, I don't have a mindset problem. That's the thing, is I don't have a mindset problem. I know what I created and I know how valuable it is for the people that would use it properly. So to be perfectly honest, maybe this is going to come back and bite me as a clip later. I don't know. I'll be perfectly honest, right? Like, I don't care if people don't use it, right? I care about my customers, okay? The people who do use it, I give them a world-class experience. But if people who don't use it, don't find the value in it, stuff like that, right? It doesn't matter to me, right? But if you find the value in it and you feel like you can get, I mean, there's people that jump on with Pepper. Just imagine what she does. She will literally add your dream clients, and then she will send out a friend request to them and then send out a welcome message to them automatically. You go to sleep, you wake up, and there's 18 people of your dream prospects responding to you. So you wake up in the morning and then you start to, you carry on those conversations and you get them on a call. And then on the call, you sell them into a high ticket program. That's what organic marketing is about. I've had clients that sent it out like 24 hours, my inner circle, 24 hours after she was released. They got the beta version, 24 hours, started to use it, and then got like 13 people message back. Third person booked a call with that third person for that day at 3:00 that day, sold a $3,000 a month package. Okay. A month. You know what I mean? Like, and that's off of $150. Come on. Are you kidding me? You owe me money. You know what I mean? Like, what's up, dude? You know what I mean? Like,
you owe me money now.
You know what I mean? Like, what's up? Right. And like that's my mentality about it. It's like, no, I'm not looking for $10. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, no. Like, this is a valuable product, and people who see the value are willing to pay it and are feel like they're robbing me. Okay. Because it changes your business. You literally have to create a workaround in your business to run Pepper. And because she will blow up your business, you're going to have to hire more people just to manage her and all the conversations that she's starting for you. I have somebody 45 hours a week. Literally, I'm paying. Just think of the technology, the era that we're in. It's 2020. It's 2020. And I'm literally paying like a full-time salary for somebody to go inside of my messenger and manage my messenger. It's absurd what could be. And now I'm thinking about adding a night shift because of how much money Pepper's bringing in for our business. It's easy. It's extremely cheap.
Your Chrome extension, there was a saying that says that you can automate around an employee, then you kind of amplify them.
Oh, yeah.
Your Chrome extension does that for all the people that come in and they have a worker to manage their messenger. Now all of a sudden that worker is like can do 10 times as much than before when they're all manually clicking around. So the reason why your company Pepper is multi-million is because it amplifies so many people and their workers and their programs, and it's going into different niches and then transforming that as well. So when I think of like a Chrome extension, the reason why I brought you on, Franco, is I want my people to understand like how big it is, because you dream pretty big.
Yeah.
So I bring you in to say, hey, like, you can really change the game for not only just a few hundred or a few thousand, but millions of people online, and Facebook's active monthly users is 2 billion. So in 2017, I think, and now it's 2020. So I don't know what it is now, but it's like, that's the market that you're in. And when you look at your competition, like, how many people do you know that are doing it? Even remotely close to what you're doing, you know?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like there are like pop-ups and stuff like that happening and everything like that. But for me, it's not like I was watching an interview with Jeff Bezos, right? And Jeff Bezos, obviously,
Founder of Amazon.
yeah, exactly, founder of Amazon, like wealthiest man in the world and stuff like that, right? Like, how did Amazon become a like the most valued like company in the world and stuff like that? How did that happen from his garage? You know what I mean? Like, how did that happen? Well, he was customer obsessed, right? And so here at GMB Media, we are absolutely customer obsessed. Okay, so if you have a problem, we have 2 Q&A live Zoom calls with our team members that go on, and literally, if you troubleshoot any problems whatsoever, right, we make it super easy and pretty much foolproof for you to use Pepper like properly and stuff like that. Training videos, education, and like everything you need to be successful using it. And we, answer like our like support tickets or emails or something like that. It's just absurd the amount of value. We're trying to deliver a world-class experience to our users, and I know that's what's going to take us, beyond anybody else out there.
Yeah, and when you told me, you said something that like, I feel very strongly and you feel very strongly, but I don't think everyone feels that strongly about it. You're like, yeah, of course I could make a Chrome extension and make a few $1,000s a month, and 5-10,000. That's of course. And I kind of want to highlight that. It's like, it's almost as if, of course, for sure. That is not an if, maybe.
Am I really going to be successful with this?
Am I gonna get subscribers, and will I have sales? To you, it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna get sales. And that kind of thing doesn't happen for everything out there. I feel like if you're trying to start an agency, okay, you have to knock on a lot of doors. Or actually, I'm not an expert, so I'm not.
Well, you're gonna use Pepper.
It's less like, of course, more like, hey, you're gonna have to really like work at this and tell your brain to shut up to continue moving forward. But this is something where it's like instant, like, yeah, I'm gonna be solving real problems for real people. It's gonna be online 24/7. It's gonna save so much time for them. Like, of course I'm gonna make money from it.
Yeah,
so yeah, I want to highlight that comment as well. So I know this, usually our interviews are around like an hour, and I kind of want to give you time to answer some questions. Todd says, so inspiring. Hey, Donald, you guys are not asking me any questions from this group. You guys are just like watching. Maybe tired. I don't blame you. You've had like almost 2 hours of me today before this. So let me see, what else have you said? So is there a question, Franco, that I haven't asked that you want, that would open up some more insight about Pepper that you usually get asked? Like,
so one of the biggest concerns that people have are, am I going to get in trouble with Facebook? Right. And that's the big concern that most people have. And so I always address that right off the bat, because, I want everybody to have peace of mind about it. So for me, remember, I built my entire business off of Facebook marketing. Okay. Literally my entire business for the last 4 years has been all Facebook. Okay. Not LinkedIn, not Instagram, stuff like that. Although you can use some of these strategies on those platforms, everything for me has been Facebook. So if my profile got banned for whatever reason on Facebook, like, maybe freaking out, you know what I mean? Like, what? So I know I'd be able to get it back and stuff like that, right? But it's still like a hard, gut-wrenching hit, right? Like, to like, oh my gosh, that was my entire business, right? And so the reality is that I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable in the respect that I have my entire business off of Facebook, right? But it's the truth of the matter for me right now, and it's worked for the last 4 years. So for me, in developing Pepper, I was like, well, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to make sure that this thing does not get me off of Facebook, right? Or get me in trouble, right? Like, this cannot break, right? Like, we cannot get flagged by Facebook. So after a lot of testing and data and research and stuff like that, we realized how far under the radar we can fly that we're not necessarily going to get flagged, right? And so we put these internal limitations inside of Pepper so that if people were to use them, right, they wouldn't do something dumb and get themselves, flagged. The way that you get flagged off of Facebook, if you do something too fast and if you do something too many times, okay? And so for us, we've developed those internal limitations about the friend request interval, how many welcome messages you can send out a day. So you can send out 20 welcome messages a day. You can only do 50 friend requests and so on and so forth. So we limit those things so that you don't get in trouble and you don't ever get banned. Okay. So that is the number one thing that I want people to realize is Facebook cannot know that you're utilizing a bot, right? They're just going based off of your behavior. Okay. They don't know what's on your browser. They don't know what extensions you have. They don't know like what's going on. All they're doing is monitoring how your mouse moves and what buttons you click on, you know what I mean, inside of their software. So when Pepper's doing all the work for you, it's doing is operating like a human, more human than you would operate inside of Facebook, right? So which
more human than a human.
Yeah, exactly. So because we're impatient and we're like, I just found out like how to do this.
My staff operates like a robot because they're, sometimes they're like that, and then Facebook kind of like
Facebook's like, whoa, slow down, like that's not what it's meant for. What are you doing, man? You know what I mean? And like puts you in Facebook jail, right? So so for her, she's operating like a natural person, like they're using Facebook for friends and family, and that's what Facebook wants you to use it like, right? Well, Facebook doesn't like you using Facebook for business, right? And so we have to fly under the radar in that respect.
Have your Chrome extension gotten you access to any kind of people that normally you wouldn't be in front of? Or like, I want to kind of tell my audience that, hey guys, Chrome extensions are, I call it the Chromeboss gateway drug, kind of like a gateway drug, because it is to me.
Yeah.
What has this Chrome extension, what doors has it opened up for you, other than, besides your own natural way of
I'll talk about this two different ways. So one is there are people that are organic marketers that are really, really big in the space, and they have experienced the same problem that I had, right? I solved a problem for them. I'm like their best friend. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh. And so now I've locked up JV interviews with high level players, and every step and the rung you take in the networking and JV virtual tours in that space, every opportunity to do that, every time you get on an interview or anything like that to demo your Chrome extension, there's people, you don't know who's watching. You don't know who follows who, right? And so when you get in front of like interview, I don't know who's watching our interview right now or who's going to catch us on replay, right? But there could very well be somebody that says, okay, let me give this thing out a try, a 14-day free trial, and then they're going to go on the 14-day free trial, fall in love with Pepper, and then all of a sudden they're going to reach out to me and say, bro, love what you did inside of, in Messenger and stuff like that, right? Hey, I was thinking we could use it for my audience here. I have a Facebook group of 200,000 people. What? Right? Like, of course, let's do it. Right. And so like now you never know where like the ripple effect is going to go. Okay. That's one thing. The other thing is for me, in developing a Chrome extension, now I have customers and clients literally all over the world. Okay. And because they're subscribers, these people are paying, like whatever you're going to charge for your Chrome extension, but they're paying relatively small, like a low ticket price point.
I have to interrupt you, but you're not the one coding the extension, right? When you're developing the Chrome extension, I want them to know this is not like you don't need to go to school and learn how to code. You didn't code it. You hired someone else.
I am an entrepreneur. Okay, like, I'm not a coder. Okay, so yeah. But in having the Chrome extension, right, and you have all these customers, well, guess what? When you show up, you don't rely on somebody else anymore, right? It's not like, oh man, I got this person, like, this person, like, and I'm in with that person or whatever, and I'm riding on their coattails. I show up and I stand my ground. Like, I have a wealth of clients and customers behind me. I don't need to impress anybody, right? Like, I can show up and stand my ground and like talk to anybody, and I don't care. You know what I mean? And that's what happens when you have like a tribe, when you have a customer base, when you have like a client base and stuff like that, where your money, you're good. You know what I mean? Like, your money isn't dependent on, whether you land this deal, whether you get this client, or whether you do this, whatever like that. And you're like reliant upon this guy continuing to pay you money, right? When you have hundreds or thousands of Chrome subscribers, Chrome Extension subscribers, like life becomes easy. You know what I mean? And
you bulletproof your income, because there's all these people from all over the world.
Oh yes.
Owing you, they owe you money every single month.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story, Franco. I released QuickLinkConvert, and then it was only a few months before I went to Funnel Hacking Live. At Funnel Hacking Live, during the live event, when I was walking around, my users followed me and hunted me down.
And so cool.
And it was only a few months, and I literally don't know about the whole Russell Brunson world, because I was like, okay, this is my first Funnel Hacking Live. I'm a nobody. I'm just gonna walk around. And I had users come up to me and say, "Thank you. Because of you, I sell $4,000 more a day." And I was like, "Oh my God!" What?
You're like, "Can I get your autograph?"
And they're like, "I'm gonna take you out to dinner. I'm gonna," it's like, oh my gosh. And no matter where you fly now, I mean, after COVID, no matter where you go now, you're gonna always have people. There will always
so cool. It is really cool. Like all of our clients, like we have, it's up on the wall over there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that map over there, they have little pinpoints. There's little like pinpoints on that map that show where all of my customers are in the world, right? And so before it was just clients and and my students and stuff like that. And I would be it literally on top of the map, it says Dream Big Media World Domination, right? So I have clients and students and stuff like that, literally in every continent except for Africa and Antarctica right now, right? But now with Pepper, like I pretty much have a client and I have a customer in every country. You know what I mean? It's like really cool. It's
really area code.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that rap song, like I got hoes in every.
Who was that? Oh my gosh. Who was that? No. Was it? No, I don't think it was. I forget.
Hoes in every area code.
I know what it is. I know what is his name? I know his face. Or B. It starts with a B. I don't know. But anyway, now people are gonna be on replay and be like who is it?
But anyways, I just, okay, so let's bring it back. So if someone is on, I'm going to drop my link, you guys, so that you can get Pepper. You can do a 14-day free trial if you want to try it out. Otherwise, you can pay for the monthly, yearly. I love Pepper. My team uses Pepper. And not only is it like, there's so many benefits from being part of, I feel, the Chromeboss world, because then you get to see what other CEOs are changing the world. Like, it's because of I created this program. Now people like you can come in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm witnessing Franco like make this ripple effect throughout all these people. Like I even in my peripheral, I'm seeing you like going
so cool.
and all these things. And I'm like, yes. So for those of my audience who are on the fence thinking about maybe should I get into this world? Is it even possible for me? What would you say to them?
Oh my gosh, anything is possible if you believe it. The thing that's holding you back is your own lack of belief. But if somebody can do it, you can do it. You're a human. You have eyes, you have a nose, you have a mouth, you have hands, you have a brain. Like if I can do it, if anybody can do it, you can do it too. Okay, because here's the deal. Do you mind if I elaborate a little bit?
Sure, go elaborate.
Okay, most people, okay, they have comfort zones. Okay, they have like this circle is their comfort zones. Okay, and this is your limiting belief. Okay, that keeps you confined to a certain potential that you reach as a human, right? But your true, because you are a human being, your true potential is probably way out here, or even like out here, and like so on and so forth. Okay, but the thing is that your mind puts you in this cage. Okay, and so I have a rule. I call it, if I can't, then I must. All right, and what that means is any single time that I've ever felt uncomfortable about something, okay, I literally close my eyes and I stretch out my hand, and it's like I am rubbing the inside of the walls of my comfort zone. Anytime my flesh or my body or my mind tells me that I can't do something, I know that it's a rule that I have that I must go and do it, because growth always happens on the outsides of your comfort zone. You die on the insides of your comfort zone. You stagnate, you plateau, you break down, you just get worse and stuff like that. And you always want to be growing and stuff like that to be able to achieve the life of your dreams. And so if you implement this rule, if I can't, then I must, then anytime you're uncomfortable, you go and face your fears and you do it. You take the risk and you see what's possible on the other side. It's not if this is going to work for you, it's whether or not you choose for it to work for you. Okay. So 100%, I'm totally down with the Chromeboss and everything. This has changed my life, and I know it'll change yours as well.
Aw, thank you. He says, don't be silly. Let me in now. Okay.
I love it.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Remember, you guys, click on the link. It's called Pepper for Facebook. I'll drop the link and get in. Experience the power of Pepper and what it can do for your business. But also, this interview was to show you guys that, hey, this is possible with a Chromeboss. That before your world was agency and helping your agency clients, and you're selling high ticket as well, and you're doing really well. And then now you're like, I can take over the world that much faster.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, let me. Sorry.
Yeah, I think people are going to want to jump into Pepper, it looks like. And Kim, I'm not sure what you're doing with this challenge or anything like that, right? But we can talk afterwards and say, like, if you wanted to provide a special offer to your audience, I'm happy to do it. Okay.
Yeah. If there's any kind of special offer, but yeah.
Do you want me to?
Do you want to? Sure. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, no, the only reason I say this is because I know a lot of people, like the number one struggle that most people have is, especially if they're using Pepper and stuff like that, is how do we get somebody from hi inside of Messenger, and then how do we get them to a booked call? Right. And if you know that process, if you know how to do it, okay, then what happens is you never have to worry about money again. You have a systematic, reliable way of generating clients on demand. Okay. And that's what we teach inside of our coaching programs and stuff like that. Right. So for your audience, if you're cool with it, okay, like I'll just give a special offer and stuff. And what it is that Messenger framework that we sell $497 for separately. Okay. That right there, plus the SMMA Mastery Program, where it's our course that shows you, it's our lowest ticket course we sell for $14.97. That right there shows you how to get your first high paying client right off of Facebook within 10 weeks. Okay. Takes you through the entire process. And then we have a 1-year license for Pepper Infinity. We sell Pepper Infinity $149 a month. You times that by 12, it's $1,788. All of this, the $14.97 course that shows you how to get your first paying client, and the 1-year license to Pepper Infinity is $1,788. Okay, so that we're like at $4,000 now. And then the Messenger framework, which we sell for $497, we're close to $5,000. I'm willing to offer for your audience for $997. Okay, so if you guys want to do that, just comment hashtag Pepper Bundle, and then Kim will get you her link to set that up for you guys.
Yeah, and he's gonna give me a link for it. So.
Exactly. And so all you guys got to do is hashtag Pepper Bundle down below, and then Kim will reach out to you and provide you with that. But I can't do this for everybody, you know what I mean? So I don't know how long this replay is going to be up, but what do you say is fair? 7 days?
Well, this is a pop-up group. So
okay, cool.
Franco, it's a pop-up group. I'm teaching them about Chrome extensions, and then it's actually closing on Tuesday. So the whole
so
group,
by the time it closes, you know what I mean, and
the whole group will be closed, and
that'll be it, guys. So you got a decision.
But so thank you so much, Franco, for jumping in, and you are just so awesome. I love your energy. You're like a perfect person to know, but also like your heart is such in the right place. I love
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I love the personal touch that you have, and you're just like a kind, loving person, and I just but thank you so much for jumping in today. And tomorrow is day 4 of our Chromeboss training, so make sure that you tune in at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are starting on time just like all the other days. Make sure that you do engage to stay in the group, and go and click on the Basecamp link to write your engagement post as well. Okay. All right. That's all. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah. If you like that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. KimCdang.com. That is KimCdang.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.